Hi, Chris. Welcome to your practice. We will start in a nice, comfortable seat. So sitting up onto a pillow where you feel nice and comfortable. Crossing the legs, cross-legged, and if you would like to prop up the knees with pillows or props, do so you have a little bit of support. And then before we get into the spine, I invite you to just round forward. Rounding everything down, let everything go. And just feel what it feels like to be closed off, to be slouched, and maybe even have a shortness of breath as the channel for your breath is folded. See what it feels like here. And then place your hands onto your knees and slowly scoot your sit bones back and start to stack your spine one vertebra on top of the next. Extending the spine up really tall, head and neck the last to come up. Even pull the belly in a little bit to help support the spine. And then roll your shoulders up by your ears and rest them down your back. Bring your palms face up onto your knees to receive, down to ground down, or one of each for balance. If you choose one of each, keep the left hand up and the right hand down. The left hand is our receiving hand. Once you're here, standing tall through the spine, drop the chin so it comes parallel to your mat, and then close your eyes. Allow yourself to tune out the outer world and tune into your inner world. First, starting by thanking yourself for stepping onto your mat again today. And giving yourself this opportunity to connect more deeply with your mind, with your body, and with your breath. Allow your thoughts to start to fade away, moving out of a space of thinking and into a space of feeling. Feel the sensation of your legs and your sit bones pressed down into the ground. Feel the support and lift through your spine. Enjoy the sensation of what it tastes like in your mouth. And bring your internal gaze, gazing in between the brow to the third eye space as you gaze slightly upward. Focus all your attention inward into yourself. And as you do so, allow the sound of this sound bowl to resonate within you. Let its sound start to vibrate through your mind space and through your body space. Matching everything to the same vibration. Tuning into you and tuning into this moment. here, now. And as you start to become fully aware of yourself in this present moment, in the physical body and all of the sensations that it offers you, allow the sensation of your breath to start to move through you, starting to deepen the breath with a deep inhale, drawing the energy from your hips all the way through the crown of your head as you inflate through your lungs. And a big open mouth exhale to cleanse that breath out so that you can start nice and fresh today. Let's take 2 more like that, tuning into the breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And a big open mouth exhale. Last time, just like that, breathe in. And open mouth exhale. And now seal your lips and start to cultivate your Ujjayi breath. Breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Drawing the breath in to the count of 3, 4, maybe even 5 or 6. Enjoying its ride in nice and slow and smooth. And then with that same attention, that same length, send your exhale out, matching the rhythm of the inhale with the rhythm of the exhale. Finding a nice, slow, smooth breath. This breath is your practice. It is the essence of yoga. Allow it to be the unifying factor between your mind, your body, and your soul. Bringing them all into this present moment to more deeply experience the body. Allowing the inhales to bring in a sense of openness, a sense of lift and space. And the exhales to then dive deeper into that space by contracting and deepening into the stretch. Set an intention to stay wholeheartedly dedicated to your breath, allowing it to be the tool that allows you to more deeply discover new spaces within, new sensations in the body, and new depth to your being. Let's set a dedication to the breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose and a deep exhale to send your intention out. Keep with this breath. Let it move through you nice and fluidly. And as you begin to breathe here, place your hands down onto your knees, press your sit bones down, lengthen the spine up a little bit taller. Really root down through your sit bones, feel the connection with the ground. Know that you are safe and you are supported. So really rooting down into the sit bones, feel roots growing into your mat. Allow this to bring in a sense of stability through your practice. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. Keeping eyes closed to more deeply feel from the inside out. We'll start to move into the hip space. Flip your hands face down onto your knees. And as you inhale, start to bend into your elbows, round your spine, and bring your chest over your knees. And then as you exhale, circle your spine around, pull back on your arms, straighten them, pulling the belly button back towards the spine, rounding into it. And take some circles into your spine space. So as if there was a pool of energy at the base of your spine. Allow your spine to serve as a spoon stirring into that space. So every time you inhale, come forward, drop your chest over your legs, bend into the elbows. Every time you exhale, pull back on the arms, bring the belly button back towards the spine. It's really getting into full range of motion with the spine. Use your arms as that leverage to pull you forward as you inhale, diving over the legs. And that lever to lengthen you backwards as you pull back into that space. Move with your breath. Take one more round this way. Coming back to center, then switch, go the other way. So still inhaling as you come forward, bending into the elbows, and exhaling as you pull back. As you dive into this space, allow these new sensations to feel really, really good. Know that each sensation that you feel is creating change and creating space in your body. That space for you to fill with your breath, to fill with all of the blessings that surround us in every moment. Keep moving with it. Experience the full circle of your being, the range in your spine, the depth in your breath. And take one more all the way around. And then come back to center with your hands on your knees. Pull your spine up really long, tall. Drop the shoulders down. Feel any new sensation that has come into the body, into the hip space from that movement. Take a deep breath into that space. And a deep breath out. Keeping the eyes closed, bring your arms out like goalposts. Bringing the elbows in line with the shoulders and the hands right above the elbows so your arms are at right angles. And now as you inhale, slowly start to twist towards the right side. And as you exhale, twist towards the left. Inhaling to the right. And exhaling to the left. So every time you twist, get a little bit deeper into the spine, and every time you exhale, then twist a little deeper to the other side. So starting shallow and then moving into those spaces. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can just be a little bit. Keep the elbows nice and wide, the hands spread. This Kriya movement offers in the energy honoring all that is created. So as you inhale, you go to the right and honor all the energy in this life. And as you exhale, then you honor everything that it has created, you include it. Just keep pulling the belly in and up, twisting through the spine. Start to work our way up the spine, moving through its full ability. Just take two more, inhaling to the right. Exhaling to the left. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Draw the hands back together at your heart center. Drop the shoulders down. Press your thumbs into your heart. Just notice any new energy that's moved through the body from that movement. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And now press the thumbs underneath of the heart space. Feel any energy that is residing currently there. We'll move into the heart space with our next movement, activating self-love for your practice, for these movements, for your breath moving through the body. So as you inhale, rock your sit bones back. Open your arms up nice and wide, pressing the heart high. Draw your elbows back by your side bodies and roll backwards like you're rolling over a big ball behind you. Like there's a string pulling on your heart, lift it up. And as you exhale, bend back a little bit more. Now take another inhale breath here. And as you exhale, bring your hands, your forearms, and your elbows together, and then round into the spine. Pull your elbows inward towards your belly. So keep with this movement as you inhale. Open up through the arms, press your heart really high. Find a little mini back bend, drawing the elbows back by the ribs. And exhale, bring the hands, the forearms, and the elbows together, pulling everything in nice and tight. Keep moving with your breath as you inhale, opening up the heart, expanding through that space, inviting in love. And as you exhale, then you gather all of that love, pull it into your hands, your forearms, and then bring it back into your being. Move with your breath. Inhales to open up and expand. Exhales to pull in and contract. Two more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last time, inhale, open up, press the heart really high, crack the heart open to receive your practice. And exhale, draw all that beautiful energy that you're cultivating into your body. And now slide your thumbs back up into your heart space, sit up really, really tall, dropping the shoulders down. Feel any new activation that has come into your heart space from that breath. Breathe it in, inhale. And then send it out, exhale. Bring your hands back down into your knees, moving into the neck space. As you inhale, start to circle your neck around to the right or left side, whatever speaks to you first. Circle into this space, opening up through the neck space, our center of communication. Allow your body to speak to you what it needs. And if you need to stay into the space in your neck a little bit longer to dive deeper into a stretch, please find that space and listen to your body, give it that time. In our practice, our means of communication is the breath. Listening to the body and then speaking to the body with the breath. Take one more round with your neck going this way. And then switch it out. Moving intently into the neck space, getting into all of those little nooks and crannies, that which need to be stretched. Enjoying it along the way, facilitating that change within the sensation. Take one more round. Back to center, bringing the head right above the shoulders. Inhale, tip the chin up towards the sky, pulling the jaw upward to stretch through the throat. And exhale, tuck chin to chest, pull your chin to the chest, send the back of your head up, stretching through the neck. Move nice and slowly. Inhale to tip the chin up, pulling up through the jaw. Exhale, drop chin to chest. sending the back of the head upward. One more time, inhale, tipping the head high. And exhale, diving chin into chest. Now inhale, come back up with the head back over the shoulders. Bring your awareness to your throat space. Honor the new sensation, the new activation that's come into that space. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Now bring your hands together in prayer, pressing the thumbs into the third eye space. Turn your gaze into that space and start to circle out with your thumbs into the center brow, activating the energy of intention, intuition, perception, and imagination. As we activate into this space, you turn on your perception that allows your practice to be whatever you want it to be, whatever you think it will be. Diving into the power of thought. Switch directions. And as you start to activate your imagination, when we dive into these stretches, use your imagination to send your breath through your body like it's moving through a highway of energy channels all the way through your body, going deeper into the stretch, allowing you to move deeper into these sensations and create more space in the body for length, for flexibility. Your practice will be exactly as you perceive it to be. So perceive it to be one of great sensation. With gratitude for those sensations, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now interlace all 10 of your fingers. As you inhale, flip your palms up towards the sky, pressing the palms upward. Draw the biceps back by the ears, really press up. As you exhale, press your palms away, round and curl into the spine, pull the belly in nice and tight. And now inhale, draw the hands back, up overhead, shoulders back by your ears. And as you exhale, flip your palms, place the palms down onto the crown of your head. Inhale, press into your sit bones, lifting the spine into your hands. And as you exhale, now draw your right elbow towards your right hip. So keeping the elbows back, just moving laterally through the spine. Pressing the left hip down, inhale to lengthen across the left side body. And exhale to draw your right elbow towards your right hip. And now inhale, come back to center, press up through your hands. Moving through the side body, exhale, draw your left elbow towards your left ribs. So then pressing into the right hip, drawing your heart up and forward. Exhale, left elbow towards the left hip. And now moving back and forth, our last movement of the spine, moving laterally. As you press down onto the crown of your head, keep moving. Inhales through center, exhales to the side. With hands pressed onto the crown of the head, we activate our center of receiving and connection. Connecting to the source that inspires you. And tapping into the potential that is within you. So keep moving back and forth, just moving laterally through the spine a few more times. Keep the elbows nice and wide, pressing hands down onto the head. Take one more here, inhale to center, exhale to the right, inhale back to center, exhale to the left. And now come back to center, inhale, flip your palms up towards the sky, draw your biceps back by your ears. As you exhale, press your palms away, pull belly to the spine. Inhale, rise all the way back up. And as you exhale, take your hands out in front of you. Come onto your pillow or your cushion, or just onto your knees into tabletop. Stack your shoulders directly over your wrists and your hips directly over your knees. Spreading your hands really wide, finding a beautiful square between your hands and your knees. We'll move that energy all the way up and down the spine now with our cow cat stretch. Inhale to cow pose. Dip the belly really low, pointing the back of the tailbone high. Dipping into the spine and drawing your heart forward through your shoulders, taking the stretch all the way up through your neck as you gaze up. And then exhale, press into your palms. Pull your pelvis under, broadening across the shoulder blades and pulling the belly up into the spine to arc the spine as high as you can. So moving with the breath as you inhale, dip really low, point the tailbone high. Energetically draw your wrists towards your knees as you gaze up. And exhale into cat, press into the palms, shift the pelvis up, pull the belly up, arc into the spine. So move with your breath, inhaling to draw the heart forward through your arms, gazing up. Exhale, press into the palms, pull everything up and in. Move through 3 more rounds. Riding the breath up and back. Last one, move with the intention to experience your whole breath with the movement. Inhale to come up, gaze up. And exhale, press into the palms, round everything nice and high. And now inhale, come back to center, neutral tabletop. Extend the right foot back behind you, flexing through the toes. Be sure to keep the right foot right in line with your knee. Keep the gaze down and extend your left fingertips forward. And now pull the core up and in, taking any dip out of your spine. And imagine that midpoint, center point in your spine. And as you inhale, kick back from that space back through your back heel. And as you exhale, reach forward through your fingertips, finding as much length as you can, extending outward through your foot and reaching forward through the fingertips. So stay here, pulling the belly up and in. Keep your gaze down and focused. Take a deep breath in, reach and stretch. And as you exhale, draw your elbow into your knee, pressing into the palm, rounding just like our cat, pulling everything in nice and tight. Inhale, reach and stretch, kick and elongate from your heel through your fingertips. Exhale, crunch and contract, pull everything up and in, press the ground away. Inhale for length and space through the spine, grow it long. Exhale, crunch and contract, pull in with the breath. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen and kick. Exhale, crunch and contract. Last one. Grow really long, kick through the heel, reach forward. Exhale, pull everything in nice and tight. And now inhale, re-extend. And as you exhale, drop your left hand down. Inhale, kick back through the right heel, elongating through the heel. As you exhale, step your foot through between your hands. Now we're going to just move back and forth into the hip space, keeping your hands onto the ground, or you can grab props to place underneath of your hands so you have a little bit more length. As you inhale, lunge forward, bringing the knee over the toes, bring the chest up. As you exhale, press into your hands, just keep your toes down onto the ground, straighten your leg as much as you can, staying high onto your left knee. Inhale, lunge forward, bring the toes, or the hip, or the knee rather, over the toes. And exhale, shift back, straightening through the leg. Inhale forward, bring your chest up, pressing into your props or the ground. Exhale, shift back, straighten through the leg just as much as it wants to go. One more time. Inhale, come forward, knee over toes, chest up. Exhale, shift back, straighten through the leg. Now on your next inhale, ride your breath all the way up into kneeling crescent lunge. Take your hands up overhead. Be sure that your front knee stacks directly over your ankle. Squeeze inward through the inner thighs so you have support through your foundation. Pulling up through the core and the side bodies, and then relax your shoulders down. Pinkies turn slightly inward. So we're going to just move with the breath a little bit here to get deeper into the stretch. As you inhale, pull in through your legs, lift up through your core and reach through your fingertips. As you exhale, dive deeper into your lunge, crawling the toes forward to keep the knee directly over your ankle. So inhale, squeeze inward and upward, reach up through the fingertips. Exhale, deepen into the lunge. So as you inhale, you squeeze in, draw strength through the core all the way up through strong arms. Exhale, deepen in, feel the stretch on your left hip flexor. Inhale to squeeze inward and upward. Exhale, dive deeper into the lunge. One more time, breathe in, squeeze in, lift up. Exhale, dive into the stretch. Now here, just squeeze inward, reach upward, inhale. Exhale, take your hands down to your blocks. Shift back on an inhale, flex your toes towards your face. Now with props underneath of you, place your hands onto them directly below your shoulders. I like to keep mine on their tallest edge so that I can really lengthen through the spine. So as you inhale, press down through your palms. Glide the crown of the head forward as you press your hips back, forming a nice long flat spine. Keep the belly pulled in, and as you exhale, just bend into the elbows a little bit. So we'll bend the elbows more every time you go down with your breath to deepen into the stretch. So your inhale allows for the spine to grow longer, reaching the crown of the head forward. Your exhale, then bend into your elbows a little bit more, bring your chest towards your knee. So facilitate this breath. Inhale for length and space. Exhale for depth into the stretch. Breathe in, glide forward. Exhale, bend the elbows just a little bit more. Keep flexing the toes, just 2 more breaths. Inhale forward. Exhale, deepen. If you hit a place that feels good, stay there, but keep mindful in your breath. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Now move your props aside if you have them. Inhale, reach up through kneeling crescent lunge. Reach your arms up all the way overhead. Exhale to revolved crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your heart center. Twist your left elbow to the right, to the outside of your right knee. And now bring your hands together by your heart center. Use your elbows as a lever. So as you inhale, press into your bottom elbow. Lift up through your lower side body. As you exhale, then twist and rotate your spine. So you start at the base of your spine and then work your way up. So every inhale that you take, reach the crown of your head forward, lengthening through the spine. And every exhale, then move up through now into the lumbar spine, twisting and gazing behind you. So the inhale lengthens the spine. Exhale, now moving more into the center of the back. Keep pressing into your palms to help with the twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale for length. Reach the crown of the head forward. Stretch your spine. Exhale now maybe up into the shoulder blade area, upper back. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Gaze all the way up behind you now, getting into the cervical spine. Hold here. Take a breath in. Exhale, release into runner's lunge. Place your hands to the instep of your right foot. Walk your right toes up and out here until your ankle is in front of your knee. Now you can choose to keep your knee pointing forward or opening it up towards the side. Choose to stay up on your palms and just drop your head and neck into the stretch. Or you can use one of your props if you'd like to go lower to lower down onto to rest upon. So wherever it is, wherever that feels really good for you, go there and stay. Breathe really, really deep. Draw in the freshness of your inhale. And imagine your breath going to the sensation that you feel on your exhale. On your next inhale breath, press into your palms. Remove any props this side. Make a firm connection with the ground and slowly shift back. Take your right leg up and back and just draw some circles, shaking out through the hip space. And then switch it out, coming back into tabletop. We'll do that whole series on the other side. Before we begin, just notice the sensations that are in your right leg as compared to your left. That's proof that we're doing some good work, making some great change in there. So let's go to the other side. Inhale, extend your left foot back behind you, flex your toes down towards the ground. Keep the foot in line with the hip. And then reach and extend your right fingertips forward, finding that extension from your heel through your fingertips. Notice if there's any curve in your spine, pull your belly up and in so everything is nice and straight and strong. Visualize that midpoint of your spine, and as you inhale, kick back away from it through the heel, lengthening the spine backwards. And as you exhale, then reach forward from that center point, stretching the spine as long as you can by means of your leg and your arm. So every breath in, kick the heel back. Every breath out, reach forward, keeping the gaze down and focused. Hold here for a breath before we crunch it out. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Now let's crunch it out. Inhale, kick and reach. Exhale, crunch and contract. Draw your elbow into your knee, round into your cat spine, press into your palm. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, crunch and contract. Stay nice and focused, riding the breath. Inhale to grow long. Exhale, pulling the breath up and in, crunching through the core. Just 3 more. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, crunch and contract. For 2, grow nice and long, intention to grow. Exhale, pull everything in, arc the spine nice and high. Last time, breathe in and stretch long. Exhale, crunch and contract really, really tight. And now inhale, re-extend. And as you exhale, drop your right hand down. Inhale, kick back through the left heel. Exhale, step it through it in between your hands. Now place your hands onto your props, or they can stay onto the ground, whatever suits you better. Inhale, draw the front knee over the toes, lift up through the chest. Exhale, shift back, keep the toes down onto the ground, high up onto your right knee. Just stretch into the leg as much as it wants to go. Inhale, come forward, undulating the knee over the toes, stretch through the right hip flexor. Exhale, straighten into the leg as much as it feels good. Keep moving into the space. Inhale, forward, knees way over the toes. Exhale, shift way back. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, pull back. One more time. Inhale, lunge the knee over the toes. Exhale, pull back, straightening into the leg. Now as you inhale, ride your breath all the way up into kneeling crescent lunge. Check in with your front knee. Be sure it stays stacked directly over your ankle. And we'll continue that stacking as we dive deeper into the lunge. So here, to build up a strong foundation, pull your inner thighs inward. Let that lift your hips up. Lengthen across the side bodies as if your arms were coming from your hips. Pull them long. And then relax your shoulders down your back. Pinkies turn slightly inward. Let's dive deeper with the breath. Inhale, squeeze inward through your hips. Reach up through the fingertips. Exhale, lunge into your knee a little bit more, crawling the toes forward as you need to keep the alignment. Inhale, squeeze inward, reach upward. Exhale, dive into the space. Inhale, lifting up, squeezing the inner thighs. Exhale, deepening into the hip flexor stretch. Just 2 more, breathe in, keep the belly tight. Exhale, sink into the stretch. One more time, inner thighs, build that strong foundation, pulling everything inward and upward through the hands. Exhale, lunge further. Now take a deep inhale, just reach up. As you exhale, take your hands back down onto your props, turn them on their highest edge, shift back, flex the toes back towards the face for our half splits. Now keep your blocks right below your shoulders so you have a lot of leverage to be able to lengthen the spine. Flex your toes back towards your face. Be sure that both hips are pointing straight forward. Inhale, lengthen from your hips out through the crown of your head, finding a long spine, pulling the belly tight. Exhale, bend into your elbows just a little bit, bringing your chest closer towards your knee. So we start shallow with the breath in the stretch and then go deeper with every lunge. So every inhale that you take, imagine your spine growing long from your hips through the head. And every exhale, bend into the elbows just a little bit more, bringing the chest towards the leg. Flexing into the toes, inhale for length, exhale for depth. A few more breaths here. Inhale, really glide the head forward. Exhale, send that sensation down your leg with your breath. Two more. Inhale for length, exhale for depth. Last one, breathe in, lengthen forward. Exhale, deepen into the stretch, flex the toes back towards the face. And now place your props aside and inhale, come back up into your kneeling crescent lunge. Both hips point straight forward, reach the arms up. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your heart center first, elbows wide. Place your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Now keep your hands together, pressing towards the heart space. As you inhale, press into your elbow, lifting up through the lower side body. As you exhale, just start to twist through the lower lumbar spine. We'll work our way up with every breath. So inhale to lengthen the spine, grow that crown of the head longer away from the hips. As you exhale, twist, now getting into the lower back. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, twist, maybe moving up into the center spine. Lengthening on the inhale, twisting on the exhale. Two more breaths, working the way up into the cervical spine as you start to gaze behind you. One more, inhale for length. Exhale, really gaze way up over your shoulder. Hold here, breathe in, lift the side body. Exhale, release, bring your hands down to the instep of your left foot for runner's lunge. Curl your left toes up and out towards the top of your mat. Choose to keep the knee pointing forward or knee out, whatever feels better for you, with your heel in front of your knee. That's really important for alignment. And now press into your palms, lift up through your chest. You can stay onto the palms, just dropping the head and the neck to get deeper into the stretch, or place a prop below you, resting your hands onto it. Take some time to just dive into the stretch. Feel each breath deepen into the sensation. Allow the breath to hold your attention. And just come into a space of feeling a little bit more deeply into the space. Inhale brings in new, fresh energy into the body. And let your exhale with your imagination send that freshness into the sensation that you feel. And let that breath facilitate a deeper connection to your mind, to the sensation. And ultimately opening up a little bit more space in that area. Take one more breath, deep inhale. And deep exhale. Now inhale, slowly glide yourself up, pressing into the palms. Move any props aside. Place your hands down firmly into the ground. Take your left leg back. Open up some circles, getting into the hip space. And then relax it into tabletop. Moving up into the shoulders, inhale, reach and extend your right arm high, twisting through the spine. Go into the twist a little bit deeply since we've already been there. Opening up the shoulder, reaching high. Exhale, thread the needle, swoop your right arm underneath of your left. Bring your right ear down onto your mat. Keep your hips high. And then slide your left hand out in front of your head. Twist and turn your gaze up underneath of your left arm. And now just allow your energy to move down into the shoulder and breathe really, really deeply. We're going to hold for 10 breaths total, so about 7 more. Option to take your left hand, and wrap it around your lower back, grabbing towards your thigh to open up through the chest a little bit more. If you do that, bring the shoulder up and open to bring more awareness into the shoulder that's on your mat. And if you choose to just keep your hand above your head, that's okay too. Continue to breathe, just a few more breaths. Really, really, really deep breaths. One more really deep breath in and really deep breath out. If you had your arm across your back, unravel it, reach it back out in front of you to outstretch the shoulder. And then slowly glide your hand back by your face. Inhale, reach and extend your arm back up towards the sky. And exhale, come back into tabletop. Let's switch it out. Inhale, reach and extend your left arm up, twisting through the spine, keeping hips in the center, just moving through the spinal space. And exhale, swoop your left arm underneath, placing the left shoulder down onto the mat, the left ear down onto your mat. Extend your right arm forward, straight out of your ear. Take a few breaths here before choosing to take that variation if that serves you on the other side. Breathing really deep into your shoulder, allowing it to release and just let go. Now if you took the wrap on the other side, take your right hand, reach it across your lower back, grabbing towards your left hip. Shift the hips into the center, keep everything nice and aligned with the spine, and breathe into the shoulder space. If you had your arm across your lower back, release it, send it back out, up across your right ear, reaching forward to release it. And then slowly slide your right hand back by your face. Inhale, reach and extend your left arm high. And exhale, come back down into tabletop. Scoot your knees back a little bit, and if you have a cushion underneath of you, remove it. And slowly glide forward all the way down onto your belly. Extend your arms out nice and wide to the sides. Coming into another shoulder stretch. For a neck shoulder stretch, place your right hand firmly down onto the ground with your right arm outstretched. And then roll over onto your right hip, so you're on your right side. Bring your left hand by your face for support. So if this feels good for you, you can stay here. Or if you'd like to go deeper into the stretch, take your left foot up and over, placing your left foot down onto the ground with your right knee pointing upward. So find a place that feels really good in your body and just breathe there. 10 deep, deep breaths. Visualize your breath going all the way down your right arm, creating space from the energy from your heart to flow through your shoulder down to your fingertips. One more breath here, deep inhale and deep exhale. And now slowly come back onto your stomach with both of your legs down. Take your right arm down by your side, rest your left arm down by your side. Bring your right ear back to the mat, toes in, heels out. Maybe even wiggling through your lower back just to feel a little sense of release. Notice the sensation in your right arm compared to your left, witnessing that change that you're creating. Bring the hips back to stillness. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And now extend your left arm long out to the side. Place your right hand onto the ground and use that right hand to assist you over onto your left hip, lying completely on your left side. Outstretch your left hand till it feels good on your shoulder. You can stay here supported by your right hand if that's enough sensation in your shoulder. If you'd like more, take your right foot up and over, pressing the right foot into the mat with the right knee pointing straight up. You can roll your right knee out as much as you want. That controls the depth of the sensation that you'll feel into your left shoulder. And then with that same intensity that you did on the other side, breathe really, really deeply into the space. Let your mind ride your breath as it journeys from your heart space through your shoulder down into your fingertips. Breath fully. Send it through your body and let it discover new spaces. One more breath here, deep inhale, deep exhale. And now gently roll back over onto your belly. Let your right hand rest down by your side. Bring your left arm in, rest it down by your side too, keeping the left ear down onto the mat. Bring your toes in, your heels out. Just breathe into the space, maybe wiggling the hips side to side if that feels good to you. Now bring your chin back to center. Zipper your legs up to touch, pointing the toes back and pressing the tops of the feet down into the ground. Bring your hands so that they're right by your chest. Pressing down into the feet, inhale, lift the chest up, lift the hands up, keep gazing down. Release the glutes, just use your lower back strength to lift you up. Inhale, lift the hands and the chest a little bit higher, keep gazing down. On your exhales, you'll naturally sink down, but then press the tops of your feet down into the ground to lift the knees, lift the chest a little bit more. One more breath here. Inhale, lift up really, really high, squeeze the elbows back. And exhale, release. Right arm or right ear down to the mat, toes in, heels out. Release into the lower back space. Now inhale, draw your hands by your chest, slowly press yourself up. Crawl towards the center of your mat, have a seat. And then extend your right leg out in front of you. Bring your left foot into your right inner thigh. And then grab onto a strap or something that can assist you. You can use a towel or a scarf. And then reach forward, wrap your strap around your right foot, tightening onto the strap with your hands. This will help to guide you deeper into the stretch. So as you inhale, pull onto the strap, flex your toes back by your face, pull the chest back, and as you exhale, use your arms to pull your chest closer towards your knee. So use your breath. Every inhale, lengthen the spine so you press down through the sit bones, lift up through the crown of the head. Every exhale, pull a little bit more on your strap to deepen into the stretch. So you don't have to go far. You can take just little mini micro movements just to facilitate a deeper sensation, getting a little bit more space, a little bit more depth, using the breath. So every inhale offers in extension and space. Every exhale is an exploration of that depth. So if you hit a spot that feels really, really good and you want to stay there, just breathe into that space. Listen to the body and give it what it needs. Communicating with the breath. Just 3 more breaths. Take the strap off of your foot, unravel it through your hands, and glide yourself up. Coming into our spinal twist, leave your left foot where it is. Just sit cross-legged with your right leg over your left. Take your right hand back behind you, pressing it into the ground to lift the spine higher. And then take your left hand onto your right knee. So as you inhale, lengthen up through your spine, lift up through the crown of the head. As you exhale, pull with your left arm to find that twist in your spine. So inhales to press into the palm, lifting and lengthening to the spine. Exhales to twist and work your way up the spine. So the more you twist into the spine, the higher the twist goes. And the more you can start to gaze behind you. So work in that direction. Using your breath, every inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. 2 more breaths, lift up to lengthen, exhale to pull and twist. 1 more, breathe in, reach the crown of the head high, exhale, twist. And now release, come into a counter twist, moving nice and slowly over to the other side. Place your hands down, twist, gaze behind you. And come back to center, switch out your legs. Extend your left leg out this time, drawing the right foot into your thigh. Take your strap or your scarf, whatever you're using, loop it around your left foot, flexing the toes back towards the face. And then get a nice tight grip on your strap so you can use it to guide you deeper. Tilt your torso so it points right towards your toes. As you inhale, pull on your strap, rolling the shoulders back, lifting the heart. As you exhale, now like you're doing a bicep curl, pull your chest closer towards your foot and your thigh. So every inhale lengthens the spine, finding a flat back. Every exhale, pull a little bit. It can just be a millimeter, centimeter, whatever it is, just find a little bit more space and let the breath guide you there. So the inhale, you lengthen because you inflate your chest, and the exhale, you deflate and press that breath down your leg, moving into a deeper space, allowing you to go into a deeper fold. So let's take a few more breaths here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to deepen and fold. One more deep inhale for length. Exhale for depth. And now release into the strap. Glide your shoulders back up over your hips, releasing the strap. Keep your right leg where it is. Cross your left leg over for a seated twist. Place your left hand behind your back, pressing it right below your sacrum so you can lift your spine really high. Then take your right hand onto your left knee and twist into the spine. So keep your inhales pressing the bottom palm down, lifting up really high. As you exhale, then twist, working your way up into the spine. So inhales to lengthen, pressing the hips down, reaching the crown of the head up. Exhale, use your right hand to press and pull your deeper into the twist. Breathe with intention. Inhale for length and space. Exhale for depth and sensation. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to twist. Working the way upward as you gaze back. A few more breaths here. Take one more, moving into the next space. Inhale to lengthen all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhale, twist, gaze back, even moving into the neck. And now release, slowly counter that, moving to the other side. Take your hands out onto the ground, just twist. And slowly come back to center. We'll take both of our legs out this time for seated forward fold, grabbing back onto your strap. Loop it around both of your feet this time. Make it tight by wrapping it around your wrists. And now sit up really tall, rocking the sit bones back. As you inhale, lift up through your chest. As you exhale, pull with your arms. Bring your chest a little bit closer towards your thigh. So you can choose to keep your arms straight if that feels better for you, and then pulling, bending them. Or keep the strap a little bit longer and just pulling the chest forward. So be attentive with the breath. Every inhale, lengthen your spine, pull the belly tight for a flat, strong back. Every exhale, then pull and bring yourself a little bit closer to your legs. So move with your breath. Inhales to lengthen, exhales to pull. Again, if you hit a space that feels really, really good, just stay there and breathe into the sensation that you're feeling. So an inhale to lengthen, exhale to pull, breathe. Navigate through the sensation with your breath. 3 more breaths. One more deep breath in, deep breath out. And now slowly release the tight grip on the strap, take it off of your feet, slowly glide yourself all the way up, and then press your hands down, scoot yourself up into the center of the mat, and then slowly lower all the way down. For our hip stretch, place your right foot down into the ground, cross your left leg up and over, resting the head down onto the ground. Reach through and grab for your shin, pulling the right knee close to the chest. And here you can press the left knee open more, pressing the knee away from the hips to facilitate a deeper stretch. But here, tuck the chin into the chest to protect the neck and just breathe. Send your breath to the sensation to clear away any blockage in the energy. Letting that space be unstuck, lubricated by the breath to stretch and restore. One more deep inhale. Exhale, pull the knee a little bit closer towards the chest for a nice sensation at the end. And then slowly release. Place the right foot back down into the ground and then extend your left leg forward and back, just releasing into the hip space. And now switch it out. Place the left foot down. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Reach through the triangle in between your legs. Lift the left foot and grab onto the left shin bone. Pull the shin as close towards your body as feels good into the stretch into your right hip. And then choose to energetically press the right knee away from the hip space, or just keep it nice and straight. Move into the sensation that feels really, really good for you. And then just breathe. Breath be the facilitator of that change and of that space that you're creating. Let every exhale fill that new space that was created on the inhale. Allow your breath to continue to allow for discovery into the depth of your being. One more breath here. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. And now place your left foot back down onto the ground. Place your hands onto the ground and extend your right foot out. And then draw it back in, releasing into the hip space. Come back to center, hug both knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins and pull your knees downward. And as you pull your knees down into the chest, allow your spine, your lower spine, your sacrum to lift off of the mat a little bit, stretching through the lower back. Take a deep breath in, hug your knees down into your chest. And as you exhale, extend your right leg out in front of you, interlacing your hands onto your left knee. Guide your left knee up, out, and around your ribcage, Hugging it up tight towards your shoulder, pulling upward to compress into that side body space. Take a deep breath in, compress down, pull down. As you exhale, come into supine twist. Guide the left knee across the body. Extend the left arm out. Gaze over your left fingertips. Even maybe pick up your ear, stretch a little bit deeper through your neck. And once you find a comfortable place for your neck, just close your eyes. You can use your right hand to assist your knee closer towards the ground. If you need a little bit more depth into the stretch, you can scoot your right hip underneath of you to bring your knee a little bit closer towards the ground. Take some time here, just breathe really deep. Notice any areas where you're holding on to tension, and just allow them to let go. Take one more breath, deep inhale. Take a cleansing breath, open mouth, exhale. Now slowly come back to center, hug both knees down into your chest. Keep your head down, pull the knees down so much so that your hips lift off of your mat. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, extend your left leg out in front of you, interlace your palms onto your right shin. Guide your right knee up, out, and around your rib cage, pulling it around, hugging it tight towards your shoulder. Take a deep breath in, compress into your side body. Exhale, supine twist, guide your right knee across the body. Scoot the left hip under if you need a little bit more space. Twist into your upper spine, into your neck space, setting the ear down. Send your right arm out and gaze over your right fingertips. Close your eyes, surrender to your breath. Just breathe really, really deep. Tune your mind, your body, and your soul all into this moment by means of your breath. Cleansing breath, inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. And now slowly come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. This time lift your head off of the mat. Squeeze yourself into a tight, tiny little ball. In love and appreciation for this time you dedicated to diving deeper within yourself. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze everything really, really tight. Inhale. And exhale. Lay out into your Shavasana. Let your arms and your legs send out long. Get any fidgeting out of the way so that you can just relax into this space that you've created for yourself. Coming into a space of receiving all the goodness of your practice into all of those new areas in which have been created to receive that goodness. And just take one more breath here from your toes all the way through the crown of your head. Breathe in the sensation of how you feel in this moment right now. Holding it at the top, allowing it to lift you up in lightness. And when you can't hold it anymore, take a big open mouth exhale and just allow yourself to float into this energy, into this sensation, into this bliss. Your mind, your body. Release your breath. Just let everything go. Come into a space of just feeling and being. Yoga is the practice of restoring us to our most natural state of being. A place of peace, bliss, and total awareness, the depth of self, into the depth of the moment. Fully tuned in to all the sensations that surround you in this moment. Take a deep breath in, gather them all into your body, into all those new spaces. Fill with this bliss. And with an open mouth exhale, send out gratitude for this time, this energy that you cultivated, and all the spaces that you now have to fill. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, letting that bliss crawl up your arms and your legs. And as you reanimate your body, come into movement, come into a full body stretch, taking the arms up overhead, legs out long. Breathe in nice and deep. And as you exhale, roll over onto your favorite side into supported fetal pose. Use your bicep as a pillow. Place your top hand down into your mat in honor of the space that it provides for you to dive deeper into self and deeper into the experience of being you. Slowly press yourself up into a nice comfortable seat. Coming full circle from where we began, draw your hands into your heart center. Press your thumbs into your heart. Gaze down at the tops of your fingertips. With your hands at heart center, send out a prayer to continue to create this sense of openness, this space of lightness, to receive all of the goodness, all of the blessings that are surrounding you always, and to now fill into a new depth of your being. Draw your thumbs from your heart center up into your third eye space, honoring the light that shines within you and around you, guiding you along your way. It's guided you back onto your mat today and will continue to lead you exactly where you're meant to be. In celebration of exactly where you are in this moment right now, I honor you and I honor the light within you. And I bow to you to seal in your practice. Namaste.